Welcome to our deep dive, everyone. Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into the pretty exciting world of harness racing.
Absolutely.
Specifically, the V75 race is coming up at Kalmar this Sunday, June 22nd. So our mission today is simple. Guide you through each race, V75-1 right through to V75-7. We'll look at the favorites, who's challenging them, and maybe, just maybe, find those dark horses that could shake things up. Okay, let's get started. V75-1, the Stall Up the Mare race. This one sounds, well, challenging. Pretty open.
Yeah, it really is. You've got 15 horses, a wet start mention, plus some have a 20-meter handicap.
Which statistically makes it ripe for an upset, doesn't it?
It does. These kinds of races often throw up surprises.
So what are we looking for here? Hidden strengths, especially when conditions seem tough for the obvious picks.
Well, one thing that stands out is how a horse bounces back from a tough race. Sometimes that tells you more than an easy win.
Okay, like who?
Take Ebba Cooch, number 14. Look, her starting position isn't great, backtrack, 20-meter handicap, but her recent form is strong. Even a 6th place last time doesn't tell the whole story. She showed amazing speed, like 1.09.1 over 700 meters, and she's raced against tougher opponents.
So she's hardened, battle-tested.
Exactly. That's why some see her as a strong pre-favorite despite the tricky start.
Okay, so resilience is key. What about J.H. Ellen, number 13? Similar story. Toughened up.
Yeah, very similar. Ran passively last time, but finished with real power. Definitely a contender, even from back there.
And then closer to the start, Pika Pika, number 3. 2 good runs lately.
Very good runs. And she can start fast. If she gets the lead, well, she could be hard to catch.
Is the start crucial in a race like this?
It's a big factor, yeah. Maramara, number 4. Some think she's the best on the actual starting line. Good chance to lead. And she looked good racing barefoot.
Barefoot seems to be a theme. By his Rosie Nunk, number 12. Also benefits from that.
Significantly. She's had 3 races, should be nearing peak form, and her betting percentage is tiny, like 3%. A real potential dark horse.
Perfect. Number 10, another one. Won easily last time despite a bad post.
Yep. Post 5 isn't ideal, but she showed capability. Only 3.5% backing. Definitely an upset candidate.
So V75-1 really underlines how these handicaps the starting spots, and looking beyond just the wins, it can open the door for surprises.
Absolutely. It's a classic puzzle to start the day.
Okay, moving from that puzzle to V75-2. This is a Class 3 race, 2,640 meters, car start. Favorites seem closely matched here.
They do, but there's a really interesting angle with one horse making a massive trip.
Right, we'll get to that. First Night Journey, number 1. Saved power in the last couple of races.
Yeah, finished with something left in the tank both times. Good shot at leading if he holds that inner track.
But Format Kronos, number 2, looked good too. Found a late gap last time.
Looked very strong. Finished 4th. He's one that seems to be consistently getting better. There's some positive buzz around him.
Over this longer distance, 2,640 meters, how much does that steady improvement matter compared to just pure speed out of the gate?
Oh, it matters a lot. Sustained form often counts for more than just early pace in these longer races. Look at twigs like you, number 12.
Improving with each start.
Definitely. Best run yet last time. The wide starting position isn't ideal, but over this distance, some think it could round the whole field.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And Constable Sisu, number 5, showed promise at Kalmar before.
Yeah, had a strong comeback there. Last run was maybe a bit weaker, but at 4%. Still appealing if you're looking for value.
Can't ignore blah, blah, blah. Number 10 either. Mixed form, but high capacity.
Definitely has the engine. If things go right, she's in the mix for the win.
Okay, on to V75-3, Class 2 race. But here, the Bronze Division horses start with a 20-meter handicap.
Right, so you've got that dynamic between the classes plus the handicap, and a pretty strong favorite again.
Cross lane number 11. You called it a winning machine.
Well, that's the word on the street. Performs well from behind. And this is the first time using Rick Tussar, the pulled earplugs this year.
Ooh, an equipment change. Could give an extra boost.
Could do. It's why some see it as a potential single bet, a spick, because of that consistency.
It's a theory butts. Go, Kenneth, go. Number 6.
Yeah.
Did well in a final before, but messed up last time.
Exactly. Made an early mistake. But the starting position is good this time. Decent chance to grab the lead.
So how do you weigh that? One mistake versus consistent form, especially when the favorite, cross lane, is trying new gear.
That's the bettor's dilemma, isn't it? The new gear could be a positive for cross lane, but it's still an unknown in a race.
And there are others lurking. Case of fire number 8, upset potential, coming back from injury.
High capacity horse, yeah, just back from a leg injury. Should be sharper for this race. If it gets the right trip, could be dangerous.
I Can Win Gardenia number 10, won well in Denmark recently.
Yep, beat some strong 5-year-olds there. Definitely capable of an upset if the race unfolds well for it.
And Marinici, number 1. 5 wins from the last 6. That's strong form.
Very strong. And don't forget Caspian Bro, number 4. Good ability, looked good last time, and only 5% backing. Potential value there too.
So V75-3 is all about strategy handicaps, gear changes, horses bouncing back. Very tactical.
Absolutely. Lots to consider.
Next up, V75-4, the Dynan Stoet. This one seems defined by a big favorite, but with a question mark over her last run.
That's the core issue here. Ollie Hollered, number 2. She's the clear favorite on paper.
Undefeated in 7 starts when she gets the lead. That's impressive.
It's dominant, but that last race, she lost her style, veered out on the home stretch. It wasn't her usual self.
Right. And the trainer had a very specific reason, something about the earplugs and blinkers.
Yeah, he blamed the wrong order of activating them, said it confused her. If that's fixed, he thinks she's unbeatable.
But are people buying that explanation entirely? I heard some skepticism. Is it just a handling error or something more?
And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Do you trust the trainer's specific fix for that unusual performance, or do you look elsewhere? Especially when she's at, what, 60% betting?
60%? Wow. That feels like it could be an overbet, if there's any doubt at all.
It certainly carries risk at that percentage, if you are looking elsewhere.
Betting pacer, number 10. Strong challenger.
Very much so. Ran 5th in the Oslo Grand Prix, which is tough. Now she's just facing mares, which should be easier. Suits a quiet run and a strong finish, and at 15%, much more attractive value.
Makes sense. And Clarissa, number 11. Back in form. Known for being tough.
Yep, she's solid, can handle different race types. Definitely one to consider.
So V75-4 forces you to weigh that trainer's explanation against the actual performance data. Trust versus doubt.
A classic betting conundrum.
Moving right along to V75-5.
Yeah.
Class 1, 1640 meters, car start. Here, the favorite's past performance is raising questions because of the track.
Exactly. Phantom Jet, number 3, the favorite. Had a really impressive debut win in Sweden.
Fast starter, expected to go for the lead. Has Magnus Jews driving too, which never hurts.
All positives, but
is it?
The question is the track. Kalmar is a 1,000-meter track. His big win was at Tingsryd, a longer mile track where you could sort of sweep past them differently.
Ah, so the track dimensions might not suit his style quite as well, even with a top driver.
It's a possibility. The driver helps, of course, but how adaptable is the horse? And how will that early fight for the lead play out on this track? The key question.
So who challenges if Phantom Jet isn't quite comfortable? Ivan Mager, number 5.
He's a big danger. Good form, apparently trained even better coming into this. If the favorite falters, especially if Ivan Mager can get to the front with his full cheek piece, watch out.
Cheek piece helps focus, right?
Correct. Encourages them to look straight ahead.
Okay. And don't ignore Cridley's Lou, number 8. Top horse, tough races under its belt.
Absolutely. Poor starting position, yes, but pure class. Can't dismiss it, especially at only 3% backing.
Gourmet Bro, number 1. Finished well last time.
Looked good. Expected to be even better now.
Yeah.
Interesting starting spot, too. And Mega Akinyas, number 6. Fast starter, won from the front last time. Another intriguing outsider.
Yeah.
Very quick early.
So V75-5 is all about track adaptation and that crucial battle for the lead, especially for horses maybe less proven on this specific type of circuit.
Precisely. Track geometry matters.
Right. After those tactical puzzles, we hit V75-6, the Kalmar Spokalen, Gold Division, 1,640 meters, car start, and this one has a massive home favorite.
Yeah, this is where things look, on paper at least, a bit more clear-cut for many. A Fair Day, number 1.
The local hero.
Yeah.
Top form, perfect draw in track 1, home crowd. It sounds almost scripted.
It really does. His record from the lead is phenomenal, won 10 out of 11 times.
Oh.
And that recent 4th in the Elite Loppet, that's a seriously tough race. Silenced anyone calling him just a charm history.
So he's the real deal. Widely seen as a single bet, a spick. Just go start to finish.
That's the prevailing view. It's rare to see such a strong consensus, but when form, conditions, home advantage, and preferred style align so perfectly.
It looks hard to beat. But even here, there are challengers, right? Can't just assume victory.
Never assume. Hustle Rain, number 3, was exceptional at Tingsryd recently. Record speed. Running more often now seems to suit him. He's the main danger if a fair day somehow slips up.
Mr. Hercules, number 8. Poor starting position, but pure class.
You just can't ignore a horse like that based on class alone. Won easily last time, strong in the Sweden Cup before that. He has the raw talent.
And BA superhero, number 9. Won his seasonal debut, leading early.
Yep, and known for a strong finish if he gets cover. So another one with tactical options.
But really, V75-6 feels like a showcase for how dominance can emerge when all the stars align for one horse.
It's a prime example of that, definitely.
Okay, finally we reach V75-7, the silver division, 2,140 meters car start. And this one lacks a clear favorite, more divided opinions.
Yeah, this feels like a much wider open race, a real puzzle to end the day.
The current favorite is Savastano, number 9, off the back of a huge performance last time.
Enormous performance. Clocked a blistering 1.10.1A over this distance, barefoot. Phenomenal time.
But here come the buts again. Stepping up in class, wide starting position, and racing with shoes on this time.
All valid concerns. That barefoot angle was likely key to that huge run. Now, with shoes, up in class from out wide, there's definite skepticism. Could be a hangover effect or just too many changes.
Which is the biggest risk, do you think? The class, the draw, or the shoes?
Probably the combination, but the shoe change is significant after such a big barefoot run. And the class jump is never easy. It makes you question how much that one amazing race predicts this race under different conditions.
Right. So who else is in the frame? Humanity Polini, number 11. Strong, determined.
Very much so. Won impressively last time. Did a lot of work in the race. Starting position isn't great, but he's tough. Got that French racing experience, too.
Jacket, number 6. 2 recent runs, good form last time.
Yep, seems to be hitting his stride. Capable horse. Could be dangerous if he gets near the lead.
And king of everything, number 4. Big equipment changes coming. Full headgear and a bike, sulky.
Yeah, they're pulling out the stops. He's a fast starter, likely aiming for the lead. That lighter bike, sulky, is all about speed. His recent comeback win here at Kalmar was good, too.
Call me Gleipner, number 10. Good form in his 2 starts this year.
Often runs well after a break, too. Another one to consider. And Dodd's Tour, number 8. Made big progress this year. Really has. Won 3 STL races. Needs luck from that position, but his development is impressive.
So V75-7 is really complex. That amazing run by Savastano clashes with all these changes.
Yeah.
You have to look deeper than just that last result.
It's a perfect example of needing to evaluate the whole picture form, class, equipment, conditions, not just one standout performance.
Okay, so we've walked through all 7 races at Kalmar. We've seen the favorites, the challengers, the potential dark horses. And what strikes me is how often the discussion comes back to looking beyond the obvious win or loss. Things like travel, equipment, track type, a trainer-specific comments.
Exactly. Those subtle, nuanced factors often tell the real story, don't they? It's rarely just about who ran fastest last time out. It's about the why.
Finding that why behind the performance. Because the why is often so much more revealing than just the what.
Couldn't agree more.